This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Friends, think about what makes you rejoice. What makes you happy? Really, really happy. Okay, I'll go first. You know what makes me really happy? Seeing my friends and family. Even if it's online through Zoom or on FaceTime, that makes me really happy. And this weekend, I'll get to see friends from a bunch of the other churches, and then I'll get to go hang out with some of our youth and young adults as we do some painting together via Zoom on Sunday afternoon. And you know what? Thinking about all of you makes me really happy. And I am praying every day that you and your families are safe and healthy. So, all right, let's get ready for our time together. So friends, go find your orange backpacks and then find your orange envelope and take out the pages for week 3 and put that to the side. So I've got mine, and so it looks like that and looks like this. It says family page, blessed are the poor in spirit. So Topher and I will just wait here while you go get it. Hey Toph, anything new and exciting by you? No, you got a new shirt. Oh, the Hoovers. The Hoovers went thrifting and got you a shirt. How cool is that? I don't know, friends, if you can see, Topher has a new shirt on. It's thing 3. Yeah, pretty cool.
I really like it.
I know, you look very fetching.
I do?
Yes, very, very fetching.
Oh, good. Thank you. Can I go back to my seat?
Yeah, hold on, folks. All right. There's Toph. All right. So you have everything? In your backpack is also your notebook. Mine is yellow. I also use the sketch pad that the older kids use. So I've got 2. All right. So last week, I asked you to think about a few things and talk about them with your families. I'm going to show you some of the things that I reflected on this week. Remember, we talked about what do you think it means to be blessed? So I did this drawing, and I put the word blessed, and I wrote down to be blessed is a special favor, a mercy or benefit. It's having a sacred nature. It's being connected with God. Things are made holy when blessed. So that was what I think about when I think of blessed. And then I asked you to think about what God's kingdom looks like and sounds like and feels like and smells like and tastes like. So then I did some sketching, and here's my sketches, and I feel like God's kingdom sounds like Birds in the Morning, or one of my favorite groups, the Indigo Girls in Harmony. God's kingdom looks like, I wrote down an RAH event. That's a Rise Against Hunger event. Remember we did that the last few falls? Looks like, God's kingdom looks like the people that died that we love and we miss. God's kingdom feels like a hug from your friend. God's kingdom smells like, pine trees and fresh baked bread, and it smells like the ocean and a campfire, and smells like puppy feet. Oh, you know how puppy feet smells like corn chips? Yeah, that's what it smells like. And God's kingdom tastes like the perfect cup of tea at just the right temperature. And it might even taste like chicken shawarma. Maybe you drew some pictures last week, and I would love it if you would share those with us, and just take a picture of it and email me at chris@stjamesbirmingham.org. Have your family, one of your grow folks, an older brother or sister, or maybe you could do it yourself, send that to me. We also talked about sacred places, and I drew a picture of my sacred place. Can you tell what it is? It's the ocean. It's the beach. That's where I feel closest to God. I hope you talked with your family about where your sacred place is. So friends, we're here again in the Undercroft. It's one of my favorite places now. It's what I call my office in the basement of my home. Topher's here, and we're ready to share with you the first Beatitude. You might have heard this called the Sermon on the Mount, because Jesus goes up the mountain to teach his followers. Folks followed Jesus that day because they really wanted to hear him speak. And remember, we talked about this last week, mountains had special meaning in Jesus' time. People believed that mountains were holy places to connect with God, maybe because they reached up high into the sky. But Jesus knew mountains reminded people of God's presence with them. So I think that's why he chose a mountain as a good place to share the Beatitudes, these blessings. And remember, there are how many blessings? 9. Jesus lists 9 ways people are blessed. And to be blessed meant to be happy or satisfied. People often thought being happy or content was a result of their situation or how life was going for them. But as we know, Jesus likes to turn what we think we know upside down and show us a new way. So let's hear what Jesus shared. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain. And after he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then Jesus began to speak and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." All right, friends, when you hear the word poor, what do you think of? Right, not having enough money to buy food. Oh, that was a good one. Not being able to live in a home. Not being able to get clothes. That's a really, really good one. Yeah, just not being able to provide for anything you need to live every day. Friends, Jesus saw how the wealthy people in charge of the government demanded lots of taxes, money people earned to run their cities. People were already struggling to provide for what they needed. When they could not pay the taxes their government expected, they lost most of what they owned. They lost their land, their money, and in turn, their honor. It was all taken away from them. Many of the people Jesus spent time with were poor like this, yet they also felt poor in spirit. They were sad, and they worried that things might never get better. They felt trapped, they felt alone, and their biggest fear was that tomorrow would be just like today, or worse. They did not feel blessed. A lot of people feel that way right now too. Maybe you felt that way. And Jesus tells them, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." What? Jesus turns what they've been taught upside down. He says heaven and the kingdom of God belong to all the people that are poor in spirit. They are the blessed ones. They are the happy ones. When it feels like the rich, the ones who seem to have it all and know it all, the ones that have all the power, Jesus says true honor, belonging, and power, or God's kingdom, belong to the poor, the ones without. So, my friends, here's 2 questions for this week. Have you ever had a time where you wondered if things would get better? What did that feel like? And then the second, do you know someone who's poor in spirit? How can you encourage them? Friends, that's our lesson this week about the Beatitudes. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go get your notebook out of your backpack. Remember, I have 2. It's where you can take notes or write down questions you might have for me or for Father Josh. And then have your person who might be helping you with chapel email me those questions, chris@stjamesbirmingham.org. You can also use your notebook to hold all of your coloring pages. I leave my coloring page on my desk, and when I'm on meetings, I can doodle and color them in. But I'm listening. I'm still listening. So friends, in Jesus' time, to be blessed meant to be happy to the fullest and greatly honored, considered amazing. So here's my blessing for you this week. May God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you and give you peace. You are blessed and you are a blessing to others. See you next week, my friends.